Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Witchwood. So, I took some time because I had a revelation. I realized we were going to have to go get so many ingredients and such, so you may notice I went out and did some grinding. I took like an hour and just went and got as many ingredients and stuff as I could. I tried not to go anywhere new so that we could all see the new stuff together. I think the only things that were new were I learned how to kill, I learned how to get the dragonflies and the newts, but I mean, that's, that's just kind of luring things in with meat and then they explode. I have not, however, gotten leeches yet. So let's see what leeches do, because I'm really curious to see how they, because I believe we just put salt on them, based on what I saw. And that feels terrible, but also, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. All right, let's salt this one. Oh, it just gives us blood, that's it? I'm pretty sure I have a ton of blood from mosquitoes. Oh, we have so much blood. Okay, so there's no reason to use that on those, but I do believe it'll be useful for other stuff, so whatever. That's fine. So we met the necromancer, the old necromancer. We're supposed to be going and helping her husband. Oh, that thing. Right. So before we go, let's go see if we can deal with this. I think it's a drake is what it is. So I haven't crafted one of these yet, but I got everything to craft it, so we got one now. So I guess let's see how this works. Okay. So, how do you work, buddy? All right, we give him a sacrifice and then we shears Drake. All right. Oh, shears. Oh, we got his fang. That's all I'll get for now. Really? Alright. So I guess we gotta do that again, but maybe there's something we can do with that? Whatever, we'll figure it out. Point being, though, now we can actually move along and see if we can find... Whoa, what is that? Suspicious stump. Rot has given away here to something. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Nice! Also, the audio should be awesome now. I actually did something I should have done a long time ago. I figured out how to separate my audio tracks. Again, something I should have as a wait. Toxic thistle? Oh, no, that's not the thistle, the thing in front of the thistle, not the thistle. I know that's a separate thing. Are you gonna throw something at me? Stick totem. I guess let's try a snag vine. I haven't used one of these either. But as a YouTuber, I should have known how to separate my audio tracks in my recordings, but I hadn't done it yet. Whoa. Oh, hatchet. Cool. What is that? Totemic moon drop. That's so cool. But now we do. I did it, and now it's done, and this is interesting. So now we don't have to worry about it anymore. My audio should be clean as a whistle. There shouldn't be any crazy loud music, because now I can adjust them in the edit. So look at us doing better. Thank you for sticking with me till this point. That means hey, an impassable Hulk unless he likes you. Hey, troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busily scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Woof, fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. Well, alright, I guess. Well, whatever. Is there another way I can go over here? Might as well pick these mushrooms while we're over here. So yeah, the majority of my grinding was going up and down the well, because every time you enter and leave an area, items respawn to the sick house. Here we go. And getting clay and stuff so that I could get, like, milk. Oh, are you the leech or nurse?
Hold on now, the sick house is full to the brim and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around?
A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it.
Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and old, the healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients I can barely catch my breath.
So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill?
We've just got so many bodies piling up, someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further.
She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed.
It's gotten so crowded I've even had to dump some in the swamp.
That seems unethical.
But don't worry, the leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands.
The leech? That's the doctor of this place?
The best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills.
I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here.
Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your, years to enter such an infectious place without proper inoculation. But with all the patients, we're low on medicine and I'm afraid I don't have any to spare.
Bah, what's a simple booster shot made from anyway?
There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, that's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, got it, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain.
I have all of those things.
You place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously, but doesn't ask where it came from. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of... Yeah, I know.
Here's the toxic thistle.
You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She is careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends.
Are you going to say the same thing? I get it. Lazy grass.
The nurse takes the dried grasses you've been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be.
Speak for yourself, one can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle.
Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology.
Bah, give it here, I'll do it.
You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy.
Cool. Burying bodies, eh? There's a chest over here, but I guess I can't open it. Alright, interesting. So we just let that happen. I mean, we didn't think that it would do anything, which is interesting. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I trust these people, considering the leech is the one running the operation. I hate it here. I like your aesthetic. I hate... Oh my god, man. Not seeing visitors right now. They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. Quite sickly, best to keep a distance. Is this person still alive? Hard to say. Loud snores drown out all nearby. Leave me alone. Okay. Loud snores drown out. Quite sickly, best keep a distance. They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. I'm just gonna take all this. I'm sure no one will mind. This patient just stares into the distance, silent. Woof. Alright, let's talk to you. Oh my god, what am I looking at?
The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard from under her wide-brimmed hat. She appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. You must be the Leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients.
Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of bones, oozing of eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver. Let's get you examined.
The Leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me.
My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another.
You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone.
I am here to heal, to mend, to put our troubles, all of them, at ease. Now tell me, what ails you?
I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle.
Half the patients who come with me have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, then how do you expect me to help you? Come back when you know who you're looking for.
You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband? Woof. There was a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. Okay. They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. A husband? Yeah, he had a darker complexion. Darker than me. Okay. That guy was like green, I think. You don't know where that short fellow got to, eh? So short, dark complexion. I miss that man with the beard. Short, dark complexion, beard. Leave me alone. Okay. Short, dark complexion, beard. It's the beardy guy you're looking for? Patient sitting in the distance. You don't know, so short beard, dark complexion.
Well, do you have any better idea who exactly you're looking for?
Shorter than most.
I'm going to need a bit more than that.
Darkened features.
Narrowing it down, give me something else.
Full beard.
Ah, yes, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable.
He's dead? What sort of sick house is this anyway?
My condolences, really. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living.
At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all.
I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you are related to the deceased in the slightest.
The doctor turns away from you and prepares a vial of medicine. Better to return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. I'm gonna mess you up. What is this? Crimson wine, thick dark wine that clings to the inside of the bottle. Unknown. Can I take it? Okay. Oh my god. So, I guess we just have to go now? I guess we'll just leave then. Always remember to cover your mouth when you cough. Yes. Okay, so listen. I'm just gonna cut to when we get back to the swamp with the old woman then. Okay, we're back at the old woman. I am not looking forward to this conversation. I truly am not. So, let's talk.
Do you have news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the voice. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The Leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news.
Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now?
I'm not sure. The Leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having disposed of the dead out in the swamp.
Ah, Brimstone and Bandersnatch.
I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you another favor? I'm so sorry, y'all. This voice is hard to find again. I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it?
There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but the time I get there, my husband's body would already have been reduced to worm farts. What am I to do with this circle? You're knowledgeable, lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest.
All right. Cool. Are we gonna do a necromancy? Are we gonna do a necromancy? Please, please, please. I'm so excited. Let me necromance. I'm begging you. So, circle of power. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off some more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on the surfaces. Okay. Rooted obelisk. The western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. I love it! I can't wait. The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Apothecary humors. Okay. Ornamented obelisk. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp. I do have a drake fang. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. Cool. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the Leech would fit the bill. Okay, well, how do I get these other things? Necromantic charm. Oh, well, I know we're one of those. Little more than a lucky trinket for those who would raise the dead, but sometimes that's enough. I would like many of those, please. So, and where are they? Where's the bottle of humors? I can make that. Cool. Liquid life, as proven by modern medical science. Okay, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yep, I have to go kill a pumpkin jack for that. All right, well, let's throw, what was the humors? I think it's this one. Yes, the apothecary humors. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a pumpkin jack bone. I'll grab a couple while we're there, and I'm then going to go to the Leech, and I'll just cut us to there. All right, this is where they should be. Hello, my beautiful skeleton pumpkin-headed babies. I'm so sorry. Yep, I'm so sorry for this, but I need your bones. I promise you they will only be used for the greatest of necromancies. Oh, shoot. There we go. Oh, it breaks my heart. It really do. Okay, so how many of those did I need for this? Oh, just one. I'm making a few of these because I want them. I want them as many as I can keep. In fact, I want to get some more pumpkin jacks just so I can have more. All right, now to add the necromantic charm. You place the totem of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffs it out. Love it. All right, let's talk to the Leech again. See if he'll give us, she'll give us the thing. The shadowy doctor prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sort of disgusting maladies you might be carrying? Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know. But I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medical closet.
Now where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out.
What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence.
What are you getting at?
Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade. Don't you?
You'd better...
What?
You would barter when people's lives are on the line. Fine, you'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate.
Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hand. Well, guess who had... Wait, do I have a... Skeeter Snoot. The Leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside the other excruciating-looking instruments. Clearly too angry to speak with you, I know, mending poultice. The Leech stuffs the poultice into an unsanitary-looking cabinet without a second glance. The Leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. I've run your errands, now I really must insist on that death certificate.
There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here.
The Leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy and illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the Leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Faugh, next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. You crumple the note into a tight roll for safekeeping. Take it. All right, let's go do a necromancy, but how are we going to get rid of the Leech? She seems to be a problem. All right, let's go see what we can do. All right, the Last Totem. The Northern Obelisk calls for proof of the dead, death certificate. The humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burned with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada, recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah, apply the canoptic ointment. Right, seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. I have to go find his body? I guess I'll go do that. Maybe in the, place where all the bodies are raising up out of the ground? Oh, this must be where that nurse has been dumping the surpluses of corpses. I'll need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Similar, perhaps, but not the right body. This poor soul doesn't fit the description. Not the husband, this one. This isn't the right one. This isn't it, unfortunate, nonetheless. Oh, is that you way over here? Not this one. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him amongst the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. What is that? Speak with the Frog King. Where? Oh my god, he's huge. Frog!
Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace?
You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk.
Har har har. Wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I preferred my food nice and tender.
Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, deadish. The frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin.
Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He had a delectable aroma and fall off the bone ribs.
But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never seems the light of day again. We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. The frog rolls his eyes around and, as if daring you to try something. I need digestive tablets. I can make those, but I need a goblin. Well, guys, I wanted to do the necromancy in this episode, but it's looking like it may have to wait till the next episode. So don't you worry, we'll get him for you. We'll get him back. So, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed if you are not already, and like the video and give it a comment and let me know what you thought. I'm so excited. There's necromancy. I couldn't be more thrilled. We gotta kill the leech, I'm sure, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Good evening. Goodbye. Au revoir. And just don't die. I'd hate to have to raise you. Okay, bye.